now is not the time to be giving up on crypto. So obviously we know a lot of people are giving up right now. Maybe you're thinking about giving up right now because the market's been completely shit. But we're not even dipping that much. If you look at the big coins, Bitcoin, yeah, is barely on a dip on this. If you look at the chart here, in the long term, on the macro scale, it's not dipping that much really, is it? It's still in an uptrend. It's still printing higher highs and higher lows. And I mean, so long as it doesn't come beneath the previous all-time high from last cycle, it's still just kind of consolidating above the highs here, and it's not really printing any, it's not breaking the structure. Until it breaks beneath these highs and closes beneath it, it's not breaking the structure. Okay, it's still structurally sound, Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin's holding up good. If we look at some of the other coins, Ethereum is also holding up good, right? It's just up over time. In the long run, it's just up. Like, it looks fine. It looks like it's continuing to go up in the grand scheme of things, right? With volatility, crypto is very volatile, lots of ups and downs, but overall, it's going up. Same with BNB, it's going up. Same with XRP, it's going up, even though right now it's technically in a downtrend, but it's up overall, right? Solana, it's up overall. And Tron as well, that's up overall. So Bitcoin and all of these other top coins, the successful ones in the top 10, they're all basically up and they're all looking good. They're looking like they're gradually growing over time, right? But with volatility. So this is a good sign. This shows that the market, the crypto market, is growing as an industry over time, right? And obviously the reason these ones are doing fine is because all of this big bull run we've had here, it's because of all the ETFs and institutions buying Bitcoin, right? And the same with the top coins, they're buying those too. There's a lot of good stuff happening for those. So that's why they're doing fine. But a lot of the other smaller coins are not doing fine, right? Because they haven't been adopted by these institutions yet. And it's basically just been retail buying the smaller coins, thinking, oh, we'll get in during the bull run whilst it's going up, and then we'll just dump at the top of the cycle because we're expecting a big bear market, right? That's what all the retail's thinking. Everybody's thinking this, and I thought this too. Okay, my opinion's changed with experience, but you know, I bought in here right at the bottom, pretty much. Not right at the bottom, but a little bit after that. I'll tell you where I got in, where I started actually going in heavy. I've actually been in crypto since 2017 is when I first got into Bitcoin. I should have bought loads and just held it really, but I didn't, like most people, because I didn't really understand it. I think the only people that really understood it back here were people with an IT background, I guess. But yeah, that's not me, so I didn't really understand it. But I got in here, right, when I saw PEPE go crazy, that's when I went in heavy, right? So I bought a little bit of Bitcoin in 2017 because a friend told me to buy it. Not much at all, but I saw it going down, I saw it going up again, and I saw it crash a little bit with the COVID crash. I bought a little bit more there, and I rode it all the way back up and back down. Not that much at all though, it was only like a couple of £100, you know, it wasn't much because I didn't really understand it. But yeah, basically at the top of 2021, that's when I started researching a lot, and I was researching NFTs and all this stuff, right? This is when I started really trying to dig into it, but then obviously the market collapsed, so I kind of didn't really touch it. I didn't buy any at the top either. I wasn't one of these top blasters buying during the euphoria. I saw everything go crazy because of my Coinbase app. I saw Bitcoin. I saw my Bitcoins going up a lot. And obviously, I noticed that all the other coins like Dogecoin went crazy. And then I was like, oh man, I've obviously missed this opportunity. So I didn't buy any. But I was researching it a lot. I was researching NFTs and all this stuff, right? But yeah, the market collapsed. And obviously it came all the way down to here. I was just completely oblivious to crypto. I wasn't even thinking about it at all this time. But around this time I was looking into drop shipping and starting online businesses and all this stuff, right? And how to make money online, all this sort of stuff I was researching. And I noticed PEPE actually absolutely exploded around this time here, right? So that's when I started getting into crypto heavy. That's when I started throwing like big chunks of money at crypto, because I saw PEPE obviously run to 2 billion market cap when it got listed on Binance. And yeah, and I started learning about it here. I started basically using like basically all of my free time, you know, doing crypto and learning about crypto and stuff. So yeah, and I thought, as a lot of us thought, right, we saw the bull run starting slowly. A lot of us were buying, thinking we'll get in, and then we'll just sell at the top of the bull run, and there's going to be a big bear market because that's what happened last time and the time before. So we'll just dump it all at the top, right? This is what everybody's doing. This is why the big coins are surviving, because it's got institutional investors in it, and the smaller coins are just being dumped by retail, right? Because they think there's going to be a big bear market. But in my opinion, there's not going to be a big bear market. because I think we're in the bear market. I don't think it's going to go that much lower. It could go lower, right? But I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was back here, right? Because Bitcoin tanked a lot, yeah? And obviously all the big coins tanked a lot. Now, I don't think the coins are going to tank that much this time. I'm thinking we could go down a little bit further on Bitcoin and the altcoins, the top altcoins. But most of the small altcoins are completely just obliterated already. But, you know, they could go down further. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was back here, okay? And I'm thinking this bull run for Bitcoin can definitely last longer. And I'm thinking altcoins can follow. And once retail realises there's not going to be a huge bear market and they start feeling confident to invest again, then, you know, we're going to get some more bull runs. So you have to kind of adapt with the market. Obviously, we've only had these few cycles before with the Bitcoin halving. And the Bitcoin halving's reduced now, right? It's not as aggressive as it used to be. So it doesn't have as much of an effect now because it's such a smaller amount that they're halving each time. But yeah, after everything I've learned, after all my research I've been doing heavily, like a lot ever since here, ever since the bottom of the bull market, I've been spending a lot of time learning this stuff, right? So, and what I've learned now is to just adapt my strategy. So I'm not just buying and holding blindly all the way to the top, because crypto isn't as easy as that anymore. It might have been like that back here when there was just a few coins in the market and you could just buy one of the existing 100 coins and then you've got like a 50-50 chance of it going crazy, right? It's not quite as easy as that anymore. You need to kind of adapt your strategy, right? Not just any idiot can make money in crypto now. But obviously during this bull run we had a lot of other sectors pop off. We had AI bull run a little bit. We've had like RWAs pop off and obviously meme coins as well in 2024. There has been some form of alt seasons happening, right? And I think it's going to kind of be like that now. I don't think there's necessarily going to be like a huge parabolic spike. I think it's going to be a gradual uptrend now for Bitcoin, and it's going to be a gradual uptrend for the altcoins too, right? But obviously some of the smaller altcoins will go parabolic and explode like 100x or more, because that always happens. But obviously you need to find them. And I think there's going to be little bull runs and bear runs, which basically this here was a bull run, right? And then we had like a bear market here, and a bull run here, and then a bear market here, bull market here. We're in a bear market now. We're kind of consolidating now. And I think it's just going to be like that. I think we're going to be in a macro bull run overall for like years to come now, because of the overall growth of the industry. Like the crypto industry is obviously growing and becoming more popular over time. It's still young, and yeah, I just think there's going to be like little bulls and there's going to be little rallies and dumps in the market overall, right? So you need to trade the swings. At least this is the strategy that I've adapted to now, is to trade the swings, right? Rather than just buying and holding forever. I don't really like to do that. I don't really want to just buy a coin and hold it forever, because it's so hard to know if this coin is going to be successful long term to hold like for years. It's just not worth doing in my opinion, right? Unless it's one of the big coins. If you buy an Ethereum or Solana or maybe SWI or obviously Bitcoin. Did I say Bitcoin already? I can't remember. But one of the big coins, if you know, even some of the slightly smaller coins, you might believe in those. But me personally, I'm not interested in holding the low cap coins forever, right? I'm just trying to trade them. So basically right now the market is down, right? Whether it goes lower or not, I don't know. But my strategy is to buy before the next run, before the next leg, and then sell on that leg, right? And then when Bitcoin tanks again, then I can start looking for other opportunities in order to run up on the next leg, okay? And then I'm even trying to short with leverage, with low leverage, trying to short obviously during the downtrend, right? So yeah, my strategy's adapted a lot. And yeah, you can still win in crypto, but yeah, it's definitely changed a lot since how it used to be before, right? That's just with any industry. As an industry grows, things change, you have to adapt. But yeah, I think the market's overall growing, and there's going to be opportunities always, whether the market's going down or up. There's always going to be opportunities, right? And I'm always going to be looking for them. If we compare the Bitcoin chart here to silver, gold, and the M2 money supply, so this is the money supply in America, which is the yellow line. Silver's the blue line, gold's the green line. So gold and silver and the M2 money supply are all going up, okay? And Bitcoin's on a dip. So there's a lot of liquidity and money in these, and also in the stock market as well. It's going up, it's in a bull run. But Bitcoin's on a dip. So Bitcoin's the only thing that's down right now, but everything else is up. So Bitcoin's probably going to catch up with these, right? Eventually. It might not happen straight away, it might not follow directly after these, but I think eventually, even if Bitcoin's going to drop a bit further, eventually it's going to find a bottom. There's going to be buyers that are going to be willing to bid the price up on Bitcoin eventually. Like Bitcoin is not just going to sink to zero, because there's going to be people that are going to be wanting to buy it. A lot of people would kill to buy Bitcoin under 50k, for example, so it's not going to go lower than that probably, unless something really bad happens. If Bitcoin's going to drop lower, there's just going to be more and more buyers waiting to get in, right? So yeah, maybe it goes lower, maybe not, I don't know, but eventually I think it's going to follow the rest of the markets, like the precious metals here and the M2 money supply and the stock market are all up. So eventually I think Bitcoin is going to follow in the footsteps of the rest of the markets, and there's going to be plenty of opportunities to capture along the way, right? But you just got to be involved. If you just give up and you don't even pay attention to the markets, you're never going to succeed, right? It's just not going to happen. In order to succeed, you got to kind of be here all the time. No matter what the market's doing, you've got to be here all the time, really. That's your best bet at finding these opportunities, the best time. Because in a bull run, when the market's going crazy, you're going to get loads of little random opportunities all over the place. But when the market's down, that's when you're going to find the big opportunities. That's when you're going to find things at a low price, that when the market flips bullish again, you're going to make the biggest returns. So it's best to just be here all the time, because there's always opportunities. And if you don't pay attention, you will miss them. But yeah, for the next leg on the market, which I believe will happen soon enough, I don't know when, but I think there will be another rally for meme coins, because meme coins are obviously super popular when the market's going up, because they pump the most and everybody wants to get into them. So yeah, this is just a game of patience and endurance. Everybody looks at this stuff as like a lottery, right? Because of the kind of crazy gains you can get. I mean, yes, that does happen, but you have to endure you have to be patient, and you have to endure the sideways grind or the pain of the downtrend. You have to go through this stuff in order to also reap the rewards, right? It's unlikely you're going to come in at the perfect time, you're going to buy the right thing at the perfect time, you're going to sell at the perfect time, and you're going to walk away happily ever after, right? Very unlikely that's going to happen, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And by the way, I just made up my private group, so this early access to my private group, I'm only starting it off at $1 a month, so it's basically free. This is obviously only for the first batch of people, because obviously I've just started it, and I need to work on it, I need to build it, I need to get it going, I need to get some people in here. Yeah, so I started off at $1 a month. You can join now, this will be the first batch of people, and then once the first batch of people are in, I don't know how many that'll be, maybe there'll be 10 people, maybe there'll be 50 people, I don't know, probably not 50 people, I'll probably put the price up by then. But yeah, the first batch of people can have it for $1 a month, and you'll be locked in at that price for as long as you want to stay, right? Unless you obviously leave the group, but so long as you stay in the group, you can keep it for that price. Whatever price you sign up for is what you're locked in at for life, okay? So right now you only pay $1 a month, and a lot of these groups are way more expensive than $1 a month, I'll tell you that. So if you want to be a part of one of these groups, then get into my one now whilst it's so cheap, because in here you can see my personal buys and sells, my watch lists of whatever coins I'm looking at, a degen trading section for degen coins, looking for those low caps, looking for the 100x, there's a section for that, and a leverage trading section for if you're interested in trading on leverage and trading the ups and the downs. In the membership you also get access to the full beginner DeFi trader course that I made. So if you are a beginner and you join the membership, you get a full course attached to this. So this will teach you all of the basics you need to know, everything you need to know to learn how to trade crypto properly. And yeah, this comes with the course, so that'll be very helpful for you if you're a beginner. Yeah, basically I'm building a supportive community of traders and investors, right? Yeah, the goal of this is to basically have a community of people that are all looking for opportunities in the markets, right? And you can all help each other. It's like basically like a team, okay? You've got a much better chance of success if you've got 100 brains working on something than if you've just got one person working on something, right? So I'm building this group, I'm running this group. But obviously the idea is to basically get like a collection of brains together working on finding the best opportunities in the markets, right? It's not just going to be me, but I will put my personal buys and sells in there so you can see those if you want. I don't recommend to just blindly follow them, but I'll post them in there so you can see what I'm buying and selling. And yeah, if you want to join this, I'll put the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in there. Also, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.